Yeah, your mom probably told you something like waste not, want not, or something along those lines as a kid. Well, it turns out there's a lot of wisdom behind those words, particularly when it comes to our wallets and the environment. The only thing that says season's greetings more than these guys is that big holiday meal. But no matter how good of a cook you are, chances are a portion of that meal will end up here.
We waste anywhere from 30 to 40% of all food that's produced in the United States.
American University professor Swali Siddiqui says food waste isn't the fault of any one person or sector.
Our food system is broader than just what they are and the food that they're eating. It involves all the people all over the country.
From the farmer to the grocer to folks at home, some waste has to do with the way we're taught to look at food. If it isn't the best or the biggest, it's rejected. Welcome to Misfits markets, where they're taking food that looks a little bit like this, maybe bruised or bent, and selling it to consumers at a discount.
Size and shape, basically. So you see this one's a little curved, a little thicker. This one's more diminutive, but all delicious, all nutritious.
Vice President Holly Eagleson says much of their supply comes directly from farmers who know grocery stores will reject certain items, even if they're perfectly edible.
Almost a third of produce goes to waste at the farm level because it doesn't meet this grocery store standards.
The goal is to change the way we look at food from the farm and beyond.
Maybe it's like a Halloween cookie, and it's, past Halloween now, but that still has a ton of great fresh shelf life on it, and it shouldn't go to waste just because the packaging's a little different or the colors are not quite seasonal.
While it will take a group effort to reduce food waste, there are things experts suggest, like freezing meat and bread instead of allowing it to expire, taking note of things that get wasted monthly and buying less of that item in the future, avoiding overcooking, and considering ways to reuse parts of food you may normally toss.
There's so many great things you can do with, like, carrot tops, for example, make pesto out of that, or scraps from potato peels to make chips, leftover chips. There's a lot of things you can do once you start thinking holistically about this.
Expiration confusion causes a lot of waste too. And while there's no uniform standard for labels, according to the USDA, whether it says best by, sell by, use by, or freeze by, it has more to do with the quality than safety, as long as the foods are stored properly, except in the case of baby formula.
Best by dates are pretty arbitrary, and we really try to educate our consumers to understand there's potentially much more life in something beyond what's even printed on a package.
And when it comes to the holidays,
bring some plastic containers and, give everybody the opportunity to take home the leftovers.
Now, while efforts to get people to rethink the way they see food are a good start, researchers say food waste is a systemic issue that will take each industry, including us at home, to solve. Amber Strong, Newsy, Delanco, New Jersey.